Hello, everyone, and welcome to Churchy Chats with a Church Girl. We are in our second week of November, and last week I told you that it was going to be a little different, and I have a great couple on tonight with a great topic, so you're going to want to stay tuned. You're going to want to share this broadcast and join the conversation. I'm Alicia Wiley. If this is your first time here, I am the owner and creator of A Church Girl, which is a lifestyle brand and a clothing line that seeks to inspire and uplift everyone we have the privilege of connecting with. Let's not waste any more time. I want to get our guest on in here. Hello, Reynolds. Welcome to Churchy Chats.
Good evening. Good
Good
evening.
evening.
I am so excited to have you on tonight talking about your journey. I'm looking forward to this. Please come on, introduce yourselves to our guest.
You want to go first?
Yeah, ladies first.
Hi, I'm Michelle Reynolds. Hello.
Hi everyone. My name is Minister Kailumnn. How everybody doing on tonight?
I am honored to have you all, and we're just going to jump right into it. So, let me first say this couple has lost a combined 300 pounds. That is amazing. Congratulations to you both. That's not easy, and I have much respect for you both. Much respect. So, let's jump right into it. Did either of you or both of you struggle with weight issues growing up?
Both of
Both
us.
of us, definitely, yes.
Yeah, both of us.
Always. I was sharing with him the other day. I've never been skinny or small. So, yeah, my whole life.
Yeah. Even yesterday at the polls when I was casting my vote, I saw a couple of ladies from my neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
growing up. And it's like you
Mm-hmm.
were like, boy, you looking good. You wasn't this small when you was playing ball. Like how you feel like it's crazy that this like the smallest I ever been. Like
Yeah,
Wow.
me too.
from my teenage to high, late teens to now. Like yeah, so it's different. It's definitely different.
So let me ask you all. Go ahead, Michelle.
I was just going to say, I probably haven't been this weight since maybe middle school.
Yeah, probably for me, yeah, probably maybe like 14, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing that you all have made such progress. So, kind of keeping with the growing up, did this cause you any issues in your childhood? Were you bullied because of your weight? Children can be so cruel.
Yes. Children are definitely cruel. I've been bullied since elementary regarding my weight. Always. That was always the joke, the fat jokes. Yeah, definitely.
With me, not really bullied, but kind of like children, you be real, be cap
Mm-hmm.
on each other. So like
Yeah.
my personality, I like kind of get along with everybody. I'm kind of like was the jokester. So I guess with some insecurities, they kind of steered me to be one of those jokesters that kind of like had to hold my own
Sure.
weight
Yeah.
in a sense.
Always had to have a comeback.
You're right, but
Yeah.
Sure.
not really bullied too much. But even with the weight, the nickname Fat Mac came from the weight, and they're like, man, Fat Mac, Fat Mac. But then, as God started to manifest in my life, I came up with an acronym for Fat Mac: Faith and trials make a Christian. So
Okay.
it's not
Okay.
weight, but it's about who I am, who I am, and whose I am. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's how I kind of I don't want to say
Mm-hmm.
cope with the jokes and everything, but I just try to always stay on top of who I am and not who somebody wanted me to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's an excellent point. Sometimes we can't see ourselves for ourselves because we only see ourselves through the eyes of other people, right? So that was amazing that you were able to still look at yourself how God sees you, right? And how you see you. So that's great. Let me ask you all this. If you don't mind being transparent, did your weight ever stop you from doing things that you wanted to do?
Yes,
Yeah,
for sure.
yes, definitely. For me, I'm just on the small scale, like as in
Mm-hmm.
shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just went to K&G and bought bought a suit. Like I couldn't wear K&G suits. I had to order them offline on a website I found called King Size Direct. I was buying a lot of stuff from
Mm-hmm.
there. I like to get stuff from smaller manufacturers and try to get them let out, try to get them altered to fit me the way I want them to fit. Just with that, with the clothing, but then with my physical capabilities, I worked for Jefferson Parish Sewage Department. I mean, it didn't stop my work, it didn't stop
Mm-hmm.
my grind, it didn't stop my
Right.
hustle, but what it did, it altered how hard or how aggressively I can go in certain areas. Even with my preaching, um, you know, I call myself Baptist Coastal. I come out, I come up in a traditional
Me
Baptist,
too.
but I come up in a traditional Baptist, but God has shifted some things in our lives. So even we like a good close or we like a good praise dance, and sometimes during those moments, giving God His glory, I feel myself winded, and
Mm-hmm.
you know that was the main thing. When I felt that I couldn't give God what I owed Him, and then what I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to
Mm-hmm.
give Him, then I knew I had to make a change.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for me, recently we just went to that was back in August. We went out of town
Oh
on
yeah,
vacation.
Mm-hmm.
We were able to parasail. That's something we could
together.
together. We could have done that before because we exceeded the weight limit.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went out to eat. He sat in a booth. We couldn't sit in a booth
Yeah,
before
yeah.
because it was too uncomfortable because of our weight.
Man.
So yes,
Wow.
it has definitely made a lot of changes in our lives, and it's things that you don't really even think about. But when
Right.
you get that victory,
Ooh.
it's for sure. It's for sure.
Alicia,
What
listen.
you got?
What you say?
She said something about the boot was crucial, and we sat down. We like chalk bro oysters, so I like, man, I want some oysters. Like, sit in the boot. I'm like, nah, I don't know. And I'm like, you know what? Let's try it. So I sat in the boot. I fit in the boot. I said, we have a group from our church, like our
Mm-hmm.
family. We sent them a picture of me in the booth, and everybody was ecstatic for us. But something that I thought she was gonna say, so I'm gonna say it. So she didn't say it.
What I didn't say.
Tying my own shoes.
Oh yeah.
Listen, my
Wow.
Wow.
my mom, Michelle, some of the brothers from
Mm-hmm.
church, they've been tying my shoes for the last 10 years. About no,
Wow.
about no, yeah, at least about 8 to 10 years. Like I got my suit on, and I couldn't tie my shoes with my pants buttoning my shirt, my necktie, and that was crucial. Tying my own shoes, that was definitely like that was crucial. That was something that was big for me. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just amazing how you can appreciate yourself in a better way. Like I always
Sure.
Sure.
think both of us feel that that we're beautiful individuals, that we like to dress and go out and look nice and everything, but to actually your physical capabilities to be a more confident you, stronger you in your mind, and then what us doing it together is like those small moral victories. Like, look, we gotta be our own biggest fans and each other's cheerleaders, and you know things that we weren't able to do, we able to do, and then things we were able to do, we can do it even better now. So it's a great feeling.
Yes.
And that's definitely a victory. I don't think that people always think about um, things that can hinder us, and not just weight, right? There are other things that hinder us that we've carried all of our lives, and we don't realize until we have lifted that burden or until we have done that thing to change it, how different our lives will look, right? I'm so ecstatic. I'm so excited about this. I'm excited to continue this conversation. And we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And then we're going to bring it to the church. How does that sound? Okay, stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Feeling good, feeling lovely, hey. Feeling more joy on the way, hey. It's written all over your face. It's a whole mood celebrate. Feeling so fly with the vibes on high. Feeling alright when you walk in the light. Ain't like style like a morning. Feel
So I'm going to actually kind of add a question here. And we're going to talk about the habits of the black church, right? Some of the things that we do that aren't the healthiest, that we don't always talk about. But before we get to that, if you all don't mind, um, have you ever felt, or looking back, do you ever feel like you had people in your life who were enablers? And maybe that is why you didn't start your journey sooner?
That's a very
Hmm.
good question. Um, enablers.
I don't know
I
if
don't
I would
know.
say.
I don't know what saying enablers, but I think out of love, some people maybe wasn't as brutally honest
Mm-hmm.
as they wanted to be
Right.
out
Mm-hmm.
of love. But then, if you love someone, you want to be brutally honest, but then you don't want to hurt their feelings. But I mean, everybody in our circle loved us no different now to then. I mean, any different than to then to now. But enablers, somebody just gave us
Mm-hmm.
what we wanted, or just put stuff in front of us that we shouldn't have eaten or shouldn't have done. I wouldn't say enabler. What would you say?
I wouldn't say enabler, but it's just, which this may lead into the
Mm-hmm.
next question, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just a way of life. The way that we think, the way that we
Mm-hmm.
eat, it's a way of life. So like they didn't, nobody in our close circle of family thought that they were doing anything bad. It's just the way that we are brought up. The way we eat it, the way we eat is the way
Mm-hmm.
we are brought up. The
Right.
way we taught, it comes way down from history, the way we eat and the way we think.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because even actually, what that was yesterday we was talking to mom. Yeah, yeah. Yesterday we was leaving, going to the store, and I was looking for some clothes, and we were just talking about what we
Mm-hmm.
was eat for dinner. And these days, I just like I said, we watching, we eating, so bare minimum, whatever. But I was talking to my mom and Michelle, and I was telling them like I remember times to where my mom used to take the Nestle Crunch bar, and she split it in three for me, her,
Mm-hmm.
and my sister because we didn't really have, and my mom would make
Mm-hmm.
her each of us had two letters. That was something like okay, we got our letters, and then my mom would break her two letters up to give me an extra piece. 'Cause I feel like I
Mm-hmm.
wanted more candy. I wouldn't say as an enabler, but she was just trying to make me happy what I wanted. Even like come like not don't eat it at all. Like pork chop was my thing.
Mm-hmm.
My mom would
Mm-hmm.
like give like take a piece of meat and give me her pork chop. You know what I mean? Stuff like that to make me feel like if I wanted it, to make me feel happy or whatever. I wouldn't say she was enabling me, but she was just trying to satisfy me to what what I wanted to be. But should she have given it to me? No. Should I want it? No. But that's like Michelle. That's our way of
Mm-hmm.
eating. And then even now, like we like to go out, have a good time. Should you have the appetizer and the dessert, or should you have the main course, appetizer and dessert? Even sometimes you order the go because something was so great. I mean, it's
Listen, and
I mean,
Michelle made a good point. Go ahead.
I just think that it's like it's an act of habit. It's an act of
Mm-hmm.
Right.
habit.
Mm-hmm.
And some things have to be broken.
Absolutely. And to Michelle's point, historically, you know, I mean, we eat certain kinds of food, we eat um, usually too late, but for the African American community, it's comfort food, it's celebration food, it's, happy, sad, good, bad, storm, games, anything and everything calls for us to eat. And that's one of the reasons why I love being black because I know I'm going to have a good plate, right? But ri- right, but that is the way that things sometimes get beyond us because we see it as a way that we do life, not so much as a behavior that needs to be changed. And speaking of behaviors that needs to be changed, do you think that church activities, like I said, eating late, eating unhealthy, eating at every event can add to weight issues for black people? And how do we fix that? How do we change that?
Hmm.
Oh man, that's crucial because you're a preacher kid, you're a preacher yourself, so you know how it goes. I mean, every event, we have food, and then the preacher kids, they get
Yes.
extra on like
Yes.
extra on their plate. Um,
Yes.
I mean, me growing up, like I grew up in
Hmm.
a Baptist church. Michelle was not grew up in a
Okay.
non-denominational church, so they didn't really eat for every event. I mean, we ate from Sunday school, Bible study. There's a regular Sunday service. I mean, my grandfather was a deacon, my dad was a preacher, so everywhere they went, I tagged along. Look, you want some more? You know, you get more food, and then I think the change. I don't know. It's just like when you have an event you're playing. Okay, before you get the guest speaker, before you get the guest choir, the soloist, they're like, what's
Right.
on the menu? But
Hmm.
I think going forward, I think that that's a great question. I think that it should be discussed. That sometimes alternative. If you want to eat, to be alternative. Instead of that brother's chicken and grandma's fried chicken, maybe some chicken salad, do some fruit, do something on a more
Hmm.
healthier scale, or just eliminate it altogether. Not as much. I mean,
Hmm.
but
Well, it's a habit.
yeah,
Again, it goes back to what I said earlier. It's the way that we think. It's
Hmm.
it's a mindset that we have to
yeah,
eat at every event. We have to have
it's,
cake at every function, but we don't.
yeah.
We have to in order we have to make changes in order to grow and get better as a community. So like he said, think of alternative ways. Like we don't need fried chicken. We can
Hmm.
do baked chicken. We don't
Hmm.
have to have fried chicken at the party. We could have baked. It's
Right.
gonna be okay.
Why this? Why this? Even it's sad to say, but we feel that the food is the calling card for the people to come.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's true.
Instead of the encounter that you're supposed to be coming to experience. But
Yeah,
That's
the
absolutely
mind,
right.
the mindset
you
for
know,
sure.
they
Yes.
we put it on Instagram, we put it on Twitter, Facebook. All right, come. We got refreshments will be served. We make sure we say that 5 times.
Cake
Refreshments
and
will be
punch.
served. Yes.
And this is going to go off a little bit, but it's still relative. What do you think, especially as, Christians in ministry, what can we do in the black church that can take the emphasis off of food being our calling card? You all are younger. You all have, I'm sure, great ideas for ministry. But even as a youth pastor, I'll be like, we're having a pizza party or we're doing this while the kids want to come and it may be enjoyable. What else can we use? What efforts can we take to, in some instances, take the focus off of food?
Well, me being a youth minister at my church, we really trying to grab the youth in a new direction. I'm thinking
Mm-hmm.
personally, I feel that the calling card of transparency is big in these
Mm-hmm.
youth the youth today. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, do they like the pizza? Do they want the nachos, the hot dog? Yes, but they want to know that if they talk to you, they can trust you.
Hmm.
They want to know that if they confine you, that you are relevant enough to help them. So you have to be transparent with yourself to let them know that dang, he been through this, she been through this. That
Mm-hmm.
I can share it with them and they can help me to get over the hump. I don't have to go to pastor. I don't have to always go to mom. I have to go to dad, and I have a safe haven. And I think that should be the calling card. I mean, some of the younger ones, the young
Mm-hmm.
adolescents, they, you kind of, I don't want to say hook them, but you grab their attention with some of the activities and the food and the festivities. That's
Yeah.
the way
Hmm.
to, that's the
The
way to
drama.
draw them. But then once you get them, that's how to keep them. And I think that's what's crucial today. That if we just put our efforts into loving on one another and not loving on what's on the menu, then then we can get farther along. If that makes any.
Yeah. I really believe that with the young people today, they're different.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's beginning to there's a new fire, like a new tone that's being set in this world today with everything going on. So I think there's a new desire that we have to
Mm-hmm.
tap into. Um, that's gonna bring them besides just the nachos and the pizza. I think it's gonna begin to become like a real desire and a hunger for Christ that we're gonna begin to see.
And I think that's an excellent point. Both of you all make great points. If we offer them what they're looking for, then we don't necessarily need something that I don't want to call it a gimmick because it's not, right? But we won't need something to throw out there because it has been my experience that once I get the young people in my church and they enjoy what's going on, they go and tell their friends, right? You need to come to my church. You need to come experience what's going on. So, as it can be difficult to think of things, I think both of you hit the nail on the head in that they have a hunger. All we have to do is be ready to feed that spiritual desire in them, right? And be transparent and be that safe haven for them, right? So we're going to go. Did one of you want to say something?
Oh no,
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 you
no.
good.
Okay, we're going to go to our next commercial break and then we're going to get to the nitty gritty. I know that everybody is wondering what you all did and how you're doing it and how you're holding up. And willpower is something serious. So we want to get into all of that good stuff because I am so extremely happy for you all, and I want to help someone on this broadcast tonight who may just need that word of encouragement. You know, they need a little guidance. You all are here, and I know you are going to be a blessing to them. We'll be right back.
Bowtie Brown Productions presents Listen to My Thoughts with J. Damian Brown on Facebook every Tuesday at 9:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. Listen to My Thoughts, a Bowtie Brown production.
So, before we get into the nitty gritty of the juicy details, what led you all to start this journey? Was it an epiphany? Did one start first? Did the other catch up? How did you all get here?
I started first, and so I think he saw my progress and then decided to join.
Well, yeah, I guess you could say she won't leave me behind.
So, Michelle, go ahead.
Nah, I guess I mean she I was the stubborn one. I was the bull. I don't need to do nothing. I'm good. But I follow. I guess you can say I can follow her lead.
Yeah.
And Michelle, what stirred this up in you? What made you say it's time?
Well, the truthful answer is that we want to have more. Well, we had a son. We lost our son. He would be 8 years old. So
Mm,
we are at a place where we wanted to begin to have to start building our family again. And so that was the main reason. And then, of course, other reasons, just wanted to be healthy. And so the doctor told me that either you lose weight or no children because I was at a
wow.
weight where it wasn't healthy for me to even carry. So that's what really made the decision.
How did that affect you? How did hearing that make you feel?
It just clicked in me that I needed to do
Hmm.
something. I needed to make a change. Um, so that's what kind of like really initiated the whole beginning of the process. Um, but I didn't realize I was when he told me that I didn't realize I was really at that
Hmm.
place. Like it never dawned on me that I was actually that big.
Right, right.
Hmm.
Like it was just me,
Right.
So when he told
Sure.
me that it really made me start thinking.
Absolutely.
And then like for me, the same thing. With the with the family thing, trying to have
Hmm.
kids and build our family. But like I used to sleep with the CPAP machine. I had sleep
Hmm.
apnea, and
Okay.
and I had this. We've been married 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Our first apartment, maybe not even. I don't think we was like 3 months in this, and Michelle like, man, look, you got to die, but like I ain't signed up for this. And I went to the sleep study, and I was on the machine,
Hmm.
and then like when she started losing weight, I like, you need a machine. She's like, I don't need no machine. And I saw her breathing was better, and I'm like, whoa. And then it's like every time we go on vacation, I had to carry my little purse with me with the machine in there. I'm like, man, it was just crazy. And I was like, you know what? We want to have a family.
Hmm.
If I don't get it, like you get right. If I ain't right, reproduction, the male, his health, matters as well.
Hmm.
So I'm like, well, you doing it. I gotta meet you halfway. Let's do this.
So tell me this. You all have both alluded to health um, improvements, right? Since you have started this journey. What are some more things that have changed for you since you began this journey, health wise? Anything really? Just what are some things that have been different for you?
You want to answer this?
I can answer first.
Oh yeah.
Just the self confidence
Mm-hmm.
is definitely different. You feel better, so you look better. You know, the way you think about yourself is different. And then some of the natural things, like it's easier to shop. I can just go in the store. Before I couldn't. I had to find places online and
Mm-hmm.
spend more. Obviously, spending more money. So finances are better
Finances, sure.
because
Sure.
now I can just go run in Ross or Marshalls. Before I couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go to specialty boutiques and online shopping. So it costs more. You know, the bigger you are, clothes cost more. So things like that. So it affects you overall. Your mental health, it affects that. And of course, you the way you feel in your body, those things change. And then, like I was saying, like finances, we don't eat out as much,
Mm-hmm.
so that helps with finances. We used to eat out every day.
Wow.
Yeah, we had it bad. So she go to work, she buy breakfast, I buy breakfast. She eat out for she buy lunch, I buy lunch. Then we come home in the evening and figure out where we going to get something to pick up something from.
Mm-hmm.
Who picking up dinner type thing. Yeah, finances like it costs more to eat healthier, but we eat less. We changing up certain things. So it kind of it definitely is advantages with that. The physicality of it is. And then we, like she said, shopping. We able to shop cheaper. Bargain
Mm-hmm.
shop, all that good stuff. And then also your physical capabilities. I mean, like stuff I do like now, it makes me think back to the recess and to back in my days in ML King Playground, back at hall
Mm-hmm.
and running around. I don't get you don't get winded as much, and then I
Mm-hmm.
mean we all are grown, physically, sexually, whatever with your spouse. I mean it's different.
Right.
It's definitely a difference in improvement. I mean, um, and then like overall, you once you lose, you not just to lose the weight, but once you feel more confident and more comfortable in yourself
Mm-hmm.
mentally. I think that your spirituality builds off of that because now I'm like
Mm-hmm.
I feel much more confident in at church and in the church house. I feel like you know I used to get winded praying.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when like I said I told you when praising I used to get winded doing those kind of things and I used to feel leave church full of the word and
Mm-hmm.
full of fire ready for the next encounter with God, but then also like tired physically, and I was tired and taking those what we call our Baptist nap, tired of church,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I'm just I'm grateful for the change because I'm I'm figuring out more about me that I didn't know that I didn't know that I didn't really
Mm-hmm.
grasp, and that's the great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you mentioned that you all ate out all the time. So let me ask you this. Were you all just, are you not cookers or you just did what was convenient?
Convenient,
Lazy,
lazy.
lazy,
Yeah,
lazy. That's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. Lazy, and then you know, I mean, sometimes you may have a taste of something. And don't get me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
we have grocery, we have grocery, and it just okay. With the fifth, this is good. This is real good. Watch, Michelle. Well, when we first got married, she was working at Walmart. Then she worked at Jefferson Parish. Then I always been
Uh-huh.
working at Parish. So, say for example, I might have a rough day at work. I didn't want to come home and throw nothing out, cook it. And she didn't. She didn't have a mental. I had a physically hard day. She had a mentally hard day, so nobody wants to come home. But then with the weight, it was it was harder. It took a toll more on my body. So like, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? You want some Chili's or you want whatever, you want McDonald's, Cane's, whatever.
Yeah.
Something, all right, I pick it up, or you pick it up, you know what I mean? That's what it was. Now as we become older, and even before even before the lifestyle change, I think we had started cooking a little more, trying
Hmm.
to do some things that wasn't healthier choices, but we're trying to stop the out eating because of money purposes and money reasons, also just to kind of bond more as well. So
Hmm.
I mean, so that point that was with the out eating stuff.
Yeah. And I think you all made a good point. It's not just for weight reasons, but many of us could cut back on the eating out for financial reasons, right? You mentioned being tired after work and that type of thing, but I resonated with you saying lazy because that's me, right? So we're I can go and buy food, right? I'll go out and I'll see the memes that say I went to the grocery store and come home and order a pizza,
Right.
right? Because
Yeah.
sometimes going to
Ever,
the grocery
ever,
store,
ever done that?
right, it's a burden, right? We're tired when we get home, so we don't feel like cooking. But I think it's more about making that effort, right? To see a true change in your life. And speaking of making an effort, I know that this has been a major lifestyle change for you. So let's get to it. This is what I know people want to know. What are you all doing to lose the weight? And have you, I don't know exactly how far you are on your journey, but have you had to adjust it yet? Because maybe you've reached a plateau, or are you still going strong on the first thing that you started?
Well, the biggest thing is lowering your calorie intake.
Mm-hmm.
You have to find out what your calorie intake should be for your weight that you're currently at. Of course, um, the best thing you always want to be healthy. That's
Mm-hmm.
the thing. So don't drastically um, change your calorie intake, because then that won't be the healthiest thing for you. And then you'll realize that you're losing weight, but then you end up gaining it back because you're doing something that you can't stick to.
Absolutely.
So we do no red meat, mostly um, chicken, baked chicken, fish. We eat a lot of fish,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
crab, yeah, well, basically a lot of seafood. So shrimp, fish, crabs.
Turkey.
We do turkey. We do turkey meat. So if we're eating ground meat, it's turkey meat,
Turkey.
turkey ground. Um, we try to limit our the potatoes and the bread.
Mm-hmm.
I fall short on that sometimes. Kailumnn does a lot better than I do. I have always been a big pasta person.
I
So
love pasta.
yeah, me too. So he's better with me than that. I'm a spaghetti pasta connoisseur girl.
Oh,
But
girl, next time you fix a pot of spaghetti, you better call me because that is my favorite dish.
It
Like,
be good.
favorite,
I
favorite.
know, but
It
now
be good.
if I do the pasta now, I do whole wheat pasta, and
Okay.
I do the turkey lean ground meat. It tastes the same, I
Yeah,
promise.
Mm-hmm.
it's good now.
We the biggest change for us is the sodas,
The drinks.
the drinks.
Oh, I
We
love
love
Cokes.
Listen.
we
Whew.
were soda, sweet tea,
Oh, on a Palmer.
Palmer. Um,
Man. Oh man.
so what we have found is, I promise y'all better go get this. I promise you. It's the Crystal Light,
Mm-hmm.
sweet tea, and the lemonade Crystal Light.
The gallon packs.
The gallon packs. You mix it
On a Palmer.
on a Palmer,
Sugar free.
and it's sugar free. Minute Maid also has a zero sugar lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
Their Rouse's. That is kind of tart. It might take a little getting used
Put your
to.
little Truvia.
But yeah, you can add a little Truvia. Right, Truvia. That's another thing. We don't eat regular sugar anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Truvia, stevia. What else am I missing?
What we drink now? Well, we used to drink. Well, I used to like Dr Pepper. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm Dr. Pepper connoisseur. Like I like Dr. Pepper, cherry Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper, all that good stuff. Now
Yeah.
I still drink my little Diet Dr. Pepper every now and then, but
Hmm.
we do the water packs. The like putting the
Yes.
packs you put in the water, flair packs you put in the water. I'm looking at my bag right now on top of the fridge. Listen, not I'm saying Orange Crush. Pineapple
Pineapple
Crush
crunch. Yeah.
is the
Oh yes.
best ever. So if somebody from the Crush plant sees this video, listen, that's the best ever. And also I like what's the other one? The cherry one,
Cherry
Starburst.
starburst one.
Starburst has
Hmm.
cherry. Oh my god, it's great. So you know
Oh, and if you're a soda fanatic, which I found this helps me, the um the waters that we drink,
the sparkling waters,
sparkling
the
water.
sparkling waters.
They sell them at Walmart, the 1 liter bottles.
Hmm.
Those give me that soda satisfaction.
It satisfies it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. You said that you all eat a lot of fish, right? How do you keep it interesting? Like, some people can eat the same thing over and over, but most of us, we want a little change. So how do you all keep it, spice it up and make it different, although it's the same protein?
Pinterest is definitely our best friend.
I'm on that too.
Um, so I do mostly we bake it or grill it. He's become a grill fanatic, so he's mostly
Okay.
but we try to do different types of fish. Like I didn't know
Hmm.
there were that many types of fish. Black people just know catfish and tilapia. Well, we don't eat tilapia anymore, but
Right.
um, that's all we know. So really, you have to research, and like I said, Pinterest will help you 1,000 times
Hmm.
over. With the recipes, you just have to find different ways to make the same thing different. Basically, find it, different ways to make
Yeah.
it
So
interesting.
yeah, to piggyback on that, uh, like you said, black people like catfish, but great fish, salmon.
Hmm.
Everybody likes salmon now.
Hmm.
But flounder is pretty good. Flounder, redfish,
I love redfish.
redfish. So my choice would be salmon, redfish, catfish, flounder, trout, like that in that order.
Trout too.
But the thing about it is to change up your veggie, what's on the side of
Hmm.
it. I mean,
Hmm.
even if you grill it, just you do a simple grill. Like say you do a simple grill with just salt and black pepper. If you put broccoli with it, you put you put like some carrots, you put like a big sweet potato with it. That's gonna give the fish a whole different flavor, believe it or not. But just try the fish differently. You can even put like some hollandaise on it.
Hmm.
I mean, like Michelle does the salmon. She does like I guess uh,
Honey
like a
glazed.
honey glaze with it.
Hmm.
It's real good. But it's switching it up. Then I've become a
And
um,
it's not so much exactly all of what we eat, it's how much we're
Hmm.
eating.
yeah, the portion.
So
Okay. Okay.
even if say you want to eat the pasta, but you don't
Hmm.
get a whole plate of it, get a,
Right.
Right.
they have these containers that they sell, and get those containers, and you watch your
Hmm.
portions. That's the big.
Hmm.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's crucial. That is definitely crucial. Um that you actually watch your portion control because like if you slip back into your old habit, you can slip back into your old habits because like say mom, dad, ain't teammate cook something that you always love and
Hmm.
so standing warming up the whole container that they gave you, put a little bit on your plate, leave the rest in the fridge because then that laziness gonna kick back in. You don't warm it
That's a
up.
Hmm.
good trick too.
You don't warm it up. So, just put it on your plate, what you gonna eat at that moment, that be a wrap. But yeah, whatever I think whatever that you find, because everybody's not gonna find the same thing that works for them. So when you
Hmm.
find a protein or a veggie or even an alternative soda drink or whatever that works for you, grab a hold of that and then you cultivate it to what it needs to be for you
Hmm.
because like Michelle said, her weakness is the pasta. Her weakness is maybe
Hmm.
sometimes eating a sandwich or two. I'm doing pretty good without the carbs. I'm doing pretty good without the carbs. So that's how I see my results faster than what I thought I was going to see. But I mean, the thing is, eating can eating can be fun, and
Yes.
it can be fun. And instead of going to the place to eat, be fun. Make your eating experience fun. If you understand what I'm saying,
Yes.
usually we used to go try to find a place to go and try to find what they have that's special about them. But then now at home, we find out what's special about us.
Mhm.
What can we do
Mhm.
to make each other have that experience, and also to bring the raw food to life.
Absolutely. And the only thing you all didn't mention replacing are the sweets. So how are y'all making it without snacks? Or do you have new snacks?
New snacks.
New
Oh,
snacks
I have
and
the box right there. Get the box.
new snacks. Hold on.
Right there.
Where?
It's actually the table behind us.
Y'all gonna show us the snacks, the good snacks?
So these
Yeah,
are,
yeah,
can you see it?
bring that with you. Hold up. It's keto based.
It's keto based.
Okay.
So they're low calorie, low sugar. They're called keto wise fat bombs. They taste like what would you compare it to?
It's almost like a Nestle Crunch.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's
Caramel
like a
too.
Nestle Crunch turtle kind of sort
Yeah.
of.
Okay.
The sugar free thing, it's different. It's
Mhm.
definitely different. It's not a
Mhm.
Snicker.
You have to,
It's not a
yeah.
Snicker. You have to grow on you. That's something that that's something that's alternative. Definitely. We also they have
Rouse's sells sugar free cookies by the
Mhm.
bakery.
yeah.
Mhm.
They're not. I mean, like you say, it's the sweets has been like the hardest thing for me to try to replace because it's you're not gonna find anything that's like homemade cake and
Right.
what we're accustomed to. But
Sure.
you have to always keep your goal in mind and kind of try to kind of think what the bigger picture is.
Mhm.
But those are some things that could satisfy you a little bit. And also I buy the sugar free cookies, but you can't eat a whole bunch of those because they do have a lot of carbs in them. So you still have to they're sugar free, but they're high in carbs.
Okay.
So you have to kind of monitor it.
You definitely forgot. We also have Bluebell was our thing. Bluebell.
Oh,
Yeah.
Listen, we could not buy one half gallon of Bluebell. We had to buy two. We had to buy two.
I
So
love Bluebell.
we do thing called Halo Top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only like 320 calories, I think
For
per
that pint, right?
pint, and
Mhm.
compared to 1400.
Mm.
I think the cookie dough was like think 11 to 1400, and the Halo Top
Wow.
was like 320.
For
That's
the pint?
for the
For
hold
the
on.
whole pint.
I'm gonna
He's
show
going to get it out the freezer.
Wow. That really puts things in perspective, right? That lets us know
you. Yeah.
what we're really eating.
Halo Top, hold on. 300 calories per pint. This is
Yes.
a birthday cake flavor.
How is it? Does it taste like cardboard?
No,
No.
no, no, no,
The
no.
chocolate chip cookie dough and
It's
the
the best.
red velvet are the best kinds. The birthday cake is okay. You gotta find the flavor that
That fits you.
Yeah,
yeah.
so that's a big difference. Just the calories right there. You cut if you eat a whole pint while you watching a movie, um, you save 900 calories, right? Just with that, But Walgreens, I know everybody
Mhm.
go to Walgreens for their, pharmaceuticals and everything, but you got to go down the candy aisle. But pass up the first things, go all the way down
Yeah,
to the left.
Keep going.
Keep going. They have a sugar-free section. Um,
Okay.
they have Walmart too. Russell Stovers make
Yeah,
turtles. Russell Stover makes peanut butter cups. Um, they have another the peppermint patty. They have the mint. They have Jolly Rancher, the hard candy. They have Reese.
Mhm.
They have a lot of sugar free candy, and it tastes pretty good actually. So those,
yeah, now those are good.
yeah,
The turtle ones are
yeah,
good.
Okay.
and and we just learn things from different people that have been on journeys. So we kind of took some things they told us and that worked for us, and some things didn't work for us, and kind of just find out what's going, what we can stick to and be
Mhm.
good at it.
Absolutely. And you all are giving out the goods for real tonight. So, what I'm hearing is mainly for you, it has been portion control, changing the way that you prepare your food, and finding alternatives to your favorite things. And what I appreciate about this is something that everybody can do, right? Sometimes keto, although you may get amazing results, it's hard for people to stick to it.
Right.
And
Right.
and people end up falling off. Go ahead.
I'm not also on to talk about with the food. I know something maybe I don't know if you I think you were gonna ask me about it. I think I heard it coming out your mouth, but
Hmm.
exercise. That was something that I did not want to do.
Uh-huh.
I still I'm not a big fan of it, but I'm a
Hmm.
fan of how it make me feel, and I'm not a
Hmm.
big weight guy. So, but what I did was COVID was the best thing that ever happened. I'm sorry that people lost their lives and loved ones got sick, but for our household, we benefited in the mentally and also the physically.
Amen.
I I will have some dumbbells 3 times a week. I get in the backyard on my patio. 3 times a week. I got some cones I bought from my cat, our local
Hmm.
in Gretna. I run to the full cones. I may walk to full cones. Get the one cone, get the dumbbell, jumping jacks, drop them, then run to the other three. When I get back to that one, I may do some toe touches or whatever, and I do that 30 to 45 minutes tops,
Wow.
3 times a week. That's it.
So it doesn't have to be that extensive, right? So many people feel like if I'm going to exercise, it has to be an hour every day, and you're overwhelmed by that. I found a step class that I loved, right? I hate to admit it, but I have not been since COVID, but I enjoyed it. And as much and as painful as it was, I looked forward to that, right? That was something that I enjoyed immensely because it was it had gotten to the point where it was beneficial, it was stress relief, it made my body feel good, and like I said, it hurt so good, right? It was that pain that you kind of yearned for. And before I'm gonna ask Michelle something, but well, let's do that first. Then we'll go to our commercial break, and then we'll talk about the holidays and how you all are going to handle the holidays and what advice you have for people. So, my question to Michelle, okay, so we all know that men lose weight faster than us. Did that frustrate you at all?
Um, like I said, I started. It's been a year, so last
Okay.
October. He. When did you start? Like the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
This year.
probably like February, March, maybe. Something
Well,
like
we're
that.
the same weight now. So
Wow.
I don't know about that. We're on live. I may have passed. I don't know
no.
about that. I don't know about that. We were about a week or two ago, but I don't know.
Well, whatever.
I don't know about that.
So yes.
I need all my ounces, baby. All my ounces.
So
I hear you.
to answer the question, yes, it is definitely frustrating, and I'm in a little different place now. So I have which I think I don't know if we answered that. She asked us that, but I don't know if we answered that. I have I've been stuck here at
Hmm.
this point, plateaued. So yeah, so I'm at that point, and he's still losing. So yeah, it is definitely a little frustrating, but he's a supporter, so he definitely pushes me.
And that's wonderful. It's wonderful that you have each other, right, through this process, no matter how frustrating it can get. It's good to have one another. So, we didn't talk about cheat days and the holidays coming up. So, we're going to take a quick break, and then I want you all to tell us if you have cheat days and how you're going to handle the holidays. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. So I'm going to be honest. Whenever I'm dieting or trying to change my life, if I do a cheat day or even a cheat meal, it gets me almost completely off track. I'm not good with cheat days. How are you all with cheat days? Do you have cheat days or do you cheat meals or like I'm going to drink this one soda or eat this one candy bar? How do you deal with the cheat days?
Well, our cheat days are Sundays
Okay.
because
That
Yeah,
makes sense.
right. See?
yes,
See what I'm saying?
because we're normally not home on
Mhm.
Sundays. We
Mhm.
go some. Well, it's been less during COVID, but we used to go from church service to church service. Like we didn't have time to be at
Mhm.
home.
Oh,
So it's easier. And then we have our family that kind of sticks together. We go out to eat on Sundays. And now we've been um, at each other's homes because we haven't been
mm,
meeting
Mhm.
much. But
right.
um, so it's that's our cheat day. But usually we get back on track during the week. During the week, it has always been easier. Like even before
Mhm.
I really decided to be on a healthy journey, it has always been easier during the week because your mind is focused. You're at work and stuff like that.
Yeah, Sunday is a cheat day. Sometimes I still try to be I still try to be conscious on what my amount of what it is.
Sure.
I mean, like you say cheat, I'm thinking about some ooey gooey, but I know I can have that. Like I'm thinking about some ooey gooey, like with some pecans right now. But hey, I
We had
thought,
ooey gooey last week.
yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So you
So
know,
yes, we do cheat,
right.
but when you're cheating, you can't think, "Oh, this is a cheat day. I'm just gonna go out of
Mhm.
control."
I look at it as a
You have
treat
Mhm.
it's a treat.
for your
You
hard
have
work that you did all other 6 days.
right. It's a treat, and you still have to monitor the amount that you're
Mhm.
eating. Like instead of eating the two piece of ooey gooey and ice cream and all that, you just have one little piece. So that's how we do it.
Yeah, and then like also like I said, Sunday is a day we know that for sure we're gonna do something. But transparency. Like
Mhm.
yesterday, I went voted. I felt pretty good about voting yesterday. I got me. I had a left. I had one. I had my mom had one of those leftover Rice Krispies from the
Halloween
trunk or
trunk or
treat at
treat.
church. It was one of
Uh
the
huh.
Rice Krispies. So I ate that thing slowly, slow, and I ate that Rice Krispie before me voting. You know what I mean? So I had my that was my little treat to myself yesterday for voting or whatever. But I mean, hey, I feel that for to keep your
Mhm.
sanity.
Mhm.
That's all I want to get out. To keep your sanity,
Yeah.
you have to do
Facts.
you have to do something out of this new life that you're trying to live
Mhm.
or this different that you're trying to make because you're gonna drive yourself crazy reading the nutrition facts on back of every
Sure.
box every box.
Mhm.
You run yourself crazy and then
Well, that's how people end up gaining it back
Mhm.
is because
you go cold turkey.
you
Don't
go
and
cold
nothing. Do
turkey.
not go do that. Do not be we did this like we did it a couple
Mhm.
times trying to cold turkey all that stuff. It don't work. It don't
That's
work.
not gonna. Even if you
It don't work.
lose the weight, even if you lose weight, you gain it back
Right.
because you easily fall back into those old
Mhm.
habits because you tried to do it so drastic. It doesn't work like that.
Yes.
Absolutely. And um, I'll have to agree with you all. My cheat day is usually Sunday as well because like I'm in church, right? So I'm not home, to be doing a lot of snacking, to be doing a lot of just unnecessary eating. And then, I count praise as exercise. So I'm like,
Yeah.
going towards that cardio.
Oh, you
you know?
definitely
Definitely.
you definitely getting that cardio on Sunday.
Yes, absolutely. So listen, we are what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks away from Thanksgiving, right? The biggest eating holiday that all of us just look forward to for so many different reasons. Michelle, you've been on this journey a little bit longer. So, this is like your second holiday season, right? So, tell us if somebody out there has just started their journey or, even a little, they're on the journey. How do we get through the holidays? How do we do that?
Well, like I said, a minute ago, it's not about so much what you eat, it's how much of it you're eating.
Mhm.
So, like for me, I love sweet potato pie.
Mm, me
Ever
too.
since I was a little girl, my auntie would have my own sweet potato pie made for me.
Mhm.
Um, so I asked her not to do that
Mhm.
anymore, and instead, I would just eat the one piece. So it's about your portions, and if you know that you want a certain thing, you eat less of other
Mhm.
things. Like I know
Mhm.
I want that sweet potato pie, so I'm not going to pile my plate up with a whole bunch of macaroni and
Right.
all the other things, the carbohydrates and stuff like that, because I know I want that sweet potato pie. So that's my advice. Keep that in
Well, this is like I said, this is my first holiday.
You got this.
Yeah.
mind.
So, but my thing is, I'm a turkey connoisseur. Like, listen, I like smoke, I like baked turkey, fried turkey, smothered
Come
turkey,
on, connoisseur.
turkey sandwiches, stuffed turkey
Turkey
breast.
salad.
No. I like turkey salad, but not as much as
The other stuff.
I want to see the turkey, the whole turkey.
I hear you.
So, but you know,
But that's not bad for you.
yeah, but the
Right.
smoke and all that stuff,
Or smother, yeah.
and all that. But my plan definitely is to still continue limiting the carbs. Like so, I will eat more meat and veggies, but so that with the
Right.
turkey, but I eat my gumbo no rice. I mean,
Mhm.
and especially if I know I'm gonna try to eat a potato salad, so I'm not gonna eat the rice at all. I'm not eating rice at
Right.
all. But I may put a drop a little potato salad in that gumbo in the
Mhm.
gumbo. That
Sure.
in
That's a
the
New Orleans thing.
and that on the side. Michelle eats us
I ain't mine on side.
bougie. I need I need my potato to touch my gumbo, but I eat a little bit. I'm eat a little bit of that. Um, I have not. I repeat, I have not had mac and cheese. I don't know last time I had mac and cheese. I don't.
Wow.
I can't.
Oh, I tasted it.
When? What was that? But I can't remember last time I had mac and cheese. Um, I may eat a little bit for Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
Like I say, I haven't had really rice or anything. I love potato soup, but they ain't gonna have nothing for Thanksgiving. I'm just saying with my carbs,
Right.
but I look forward to the dressing though. So I'm in my mind. I think okay, I'm gonna eat some gumbo, no potato salad. Try the dressing with some turkey. So I have some gumbo and I have
Yeah.
some turkey and dressing. That'll be it for me for
That's
Thanksgiving.
that's what it's about.
That'll be
It's
me for
about
Thanksgiving, and prayerfully that I could get a good slice of potato pie.
yeah, it's about you have to make the decision on what's more important to you and
Yeah.
Mhm.
stick with that. That's the best thing to do. Like he said, like if you're gonna eat the gumbo, you don't have to have the rice.
Mhm.
Or if you have to have rice, eat brown
Mhm.
rice.
Right.
You know,
And I think it's so important to have a plan, right? Because oftentimes we go into these types of situations and we're like, I'm not gonna eat as much as I used to eat, or, but if we don't have a plan, a specific plan, then, right, you fail. And you know, y'all, if you are out there and you are starting a journey or you're on a journey, these people have given you so much advice and so much good stuff tonight. And as far as the holidays, don't deprive yourself. Just have a plan, right, for what you're going to eat, and you don't have to get off track and start all over on January 1st. Yes, that's so important. And again, I want to thank you all for being here, for sharing your stories. I am so proud of you. Keep going, keep on doing it, keep striving. You are an encouragement and an inspiration to so many people. And before we go, I just want to give both of you the opportunity, if you would like to, just encourage our audience. It doesn't have to be about our subject matter tonight. If you just want to give a word of encouragement, or it can be whatever's on your heart to share, please feel free to take a moment and do that.
you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, just always remember that whatever you set your foot to do, whatever you set your heart to do, that God is in control of our lives, and even everything that's going on in the world today with
Mm-hmm.
racism, with the president, God is always in control. So
Mm-hmm.
He has the last decision. So I just suggest that you rest in that.
Well,
Amen.
I want to encourage the people tonight and every night going forward to know that don't worry about what man may say, your friends, even sometimes your family may say,
Mm-hmm.
and remember that you're not who you used to be. You're not who you used to be, and you're not who you could be. So that means you're always growing daily. And whatever you put your mind to, and you let God lead you, and you give Him total control, you will achieve things that you never thought that you could even imagine. And you'll be in places, sitting at tables, talking to people that you even didn't think that you was compatible with, or you would even be in that arena with. And God is awesome. If you
Yes.
continue to trust Him and get out of your comfort zone, see that's when the blessings come. When you get out of your
Mm-hmm.
comfort zone into getting God's zone, and He's going to lead and direct your steps. Your steps they are ordered. They are
Amen.
ordered, but you
Amen.
have to follow the direction of God, and that's what we're doing with our health journey. We just trusting God. That's what we're doing with our spiritual walk. We're leaning on God, and then with our physical walk, we just trust Him. We have faith in God, and the Bible emphatically declares that you have faith of a mustard seed,
Mm-hmm.
and that God
Amen.
is do it for us. And we asking each and every one of you all that's watching, Alicia, we asking you to continue to keep us in prayer, that God keeps us strong
Absolutely.
and keep us faithful, and that He bless this womb right here, bless this womb, because I believe that
Amen. We're gonna
He's
have
gonna,
us a bunch of babies.
yes, He's gonna. I believe that He's gonna do it in an unusual way, because everything that we have accomplished individually, as
Mm-hmm.
from teenagers to now, individually and collectively from marriage, it's been not a struggle, but it's been a learning
Mm-hmm.
test. It's been a learning curve,
Mm-hmm.
from buying our first car to buying our home, even to just borrowing money from the bank for emergencies. It's always have been not the easy route, but it has taught us more and more about ourselves, and more of the abundant blessings of God. So
Yes.
keep on
Amen.
pushing, people of God, and God will never let you down.
Thank you so much for that. And you all, this couple, they are doing amazing things for Christ. They are committed to Him, and their lives show it. Their lives are definitely shining, and we are glorifying our Father in heaven for the fruit that their lives are producing. So, thank you all for being committed to our Lord and Savior, to His people, and to His building of His kingdom in the earth. I pray His choice blessings on you, and I pray He continues to bless you collectively, individually, as a family, your ministries, and all that good stuff. And I know that you come on and do some lives. So, both of you all take an opportunity and tell the people where to find you on social media. Anything you have going on, let us know.
Well, you can find me on Facebook. My name, Michelle Duplessis Reynolds. Instagram is Mrs. Famek underscore K. Um, I am in the process of building an organization for women who have lost babies either by stillbirth, miscarriage, infancy death,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
or having trouble getting pregnant at all. I believe that it has been we have learned to be silent about those
Mm-hmm.
things. Like, you're not a
Mm-hmm.
woman if you have issues with that. But I really believe that it's a time that we break out of that, and we have to come together and encourage each other. So I'm in the process of beginning that
Wonderful.
organization. I'll put out more information when I have the location, have everything more finalized. But I just wanted to put that out there. Um, that's it for me for now.
For me, it's the same across the board. Facebook, Kailumnn Fat Mac Reynolds. Instagram, Fat Mac underscore K. That's FATMAC underscore K. I'm on Twitter as
Mm-hmm.
well. Fat Mac underscore K. FATMAC underscore K. As I told you before, that Fat Mac was just a nickname that kind of came through high school, and when I totally surrendered to Christ, He gave me an acronym for it. I believe that Faith and trials make a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Faith and trials make a Christian. We do through the hallway, one for the Father, one for the Son, and one for the Holy Spirit. Makes everything a-okay. And my motto is, with helping hands and loving hearts, the world will become a better place.
Come on. And let me tell y'all, I'm going to put Michelle on the spot. She didn't tell y'all that she's a model as well. So she left that out. So that's my place to let y'all know. Check her out. She be on point. And I know she's keeping him on point. I know she's responsible for that. Thank you all again so much for coming on tonight, and thank you for being transparent. And everybody, please go follow them, find them. They have definitely been a blessing to me, and I know to you as well. Listen, guys, the time goes by so quickly, and I know the holidays are coming up. So we have some special stuff coming up on Churchy Chats. Next week, we will be talking to some female chefs that are going to help us, give us some advice on taking the stress away from cooking for the holidays. And I'm super excited about that. And then right before Thanksgiving, we're going to do a Friendsgiving episode. I'm super pumped about that. So make sure that you are connected with us and that you are ready to tune in. All those who have inquired about products, I am happy to announce that last week I had on a new product. This week I have on a new product, and we have some great stuff coming. They are available now in our Facebook store. So go check us out. Shop for the holidays. Thank you for being committed. Um, I've had people, to inquire about what's going on, and you've stayed on me, and I appreciate that. And we finally have some new products. I appreciate all of your support of A Church Girl, the clothing line, A Church Girl, the lifestyle brand, Churchy Chats. My heart is completely full, but you won't want to miss our next two episodes for this month. It's going to be great. Thank you again for tuning in. We'll be right back here next week, same place, same time, right here on Churchy Chats with the Church Girl. Good night.